A South Carolina family looking for answers after the death of a teenager back in 2015. Stephen Smith was found dead in the middle of this road in Hampton County. Originally, it was thought that he was shot. Then days later, a medical examiner ruled that he was killed in a hit and run. Stephen's mom believes it was in fact a hate crime. She believes her son was killed because he was gay. The investigation into his death was reopened by SLED this year following the deaths of Maggie and Paul Murdoch over the summer. You'll remember Maggie and Paul were found shot to death outside their property in Colleton County. So far, no one has been arrested in that double homicide. Now, authorities did charge Alex Murdoch, Maggie's husband, Paul's dad, in a botched suicide for hire plot. He hoped his older son Buster would collect his life insurance policy. Now, other investigations linked to Murdoch continue, including allegations that he embezzled millions from his law firm. SLED says they have uncovered other possible crimes that they're looking into tonight as well. Now, one of those investigations they're looking into is the death of 19-year-old Stephen Smith. And since his case has been reopened, his name's been around the country. It's even gained international notoriety. It's a movement now underway called #StephenSmith, finding Stephen Smith, justice for him. The focus here solely on Stephen, though, and to help Sandy and her family get justice. I traveled to the Lowcountry, where the woman behind #Standing for Stephen Smith and Sandy Smith met at his gravesite. It would be a Facebook post that brought Suzanne Andrews into Sandy Smith's life.
A couple of weeks ago, I saw a Facebook post where a lady had posted a picture of Stephen's grave, and I saw the cat and just the little plastic placard with his name, year of birth and year of death, and it just was one of those things that you cannot put your finger on, you can't explain, that I felt led to do something to try to help memorialize Stephen.
It's how the #Standing for Stephen Smith was created, the start of a movement that is growing by the day, a hashtag that would bring me to Crocketville, South Carolina on a rainy Wednesday evening for a meeting 6 years in the making.
It is so nice to meet you.
So good to see you.
This started out just from a post of a picture of the gravesite, and I have a 16-year-old, almost 17, and as a mom, it just broke my heart. It's surreal being here, for sure. I cannot imagine being in her shoes. The whole story just grabbed my heart.
An emotional meeting.
It's very surreal being here, and kind of brings the reality to what I've been working on, and my friend Dawn and Edie have been working on in the past few weeks, trying to get this all together.
Andrews looking over at Stephen's grave. Ironic, because it's what brought these two moms together.
He and his family deserve much more than they've been given, and a better chance than what they've had.
It's how the #Standing for Stephen Smith was created. A GoFundMe was the initial idea, but has since grown into a much bigger project. Andrews says her first thought was to call her dad, who owns the Capitol Club in Columbia, the longest operating gay bar in the Southeast and the oldest in Columbia.
He met with the board members at the club, and they all agreed that they were good with us hosting something. This has now grown into people reaching out across the country.
The fundraiser and silent auction are set. As the movement gains momentum, Andrews is quick to point out.
And this is to focus on Stephen, nothing else.
While it's true, Andrews and myself learned a heartbreaking detail. Neither of us knew until we showed up to the Gooding Cemetery. Sandy's husband, Joe Fred Smith, is buried right next to his son. He died 3 months after Stephen. Sandy believes it was from a broken heart. And Andrews hopes they can raise enough money not only to give Stephen a proper headstone, but also his dad.
She's a strong lady. I don't know how she's done it.
Sandy admits it's not been easy. In fact, she says it's a pain no mother should ever have to bear.
It's the hardest thing you'll ever do in your life. When people talk about heartbreak, it's literally, you feel like your heart is breaking. holidays are rough, especially Thanksgiving. That was his favorite holiday. He loved to cook on Thanksgiving. And some days it's harder than others. Some memories will flash by and then you just laugh all day, and then some memories flash by and then you want to cry all day. You know, it's a roller coaster.
A straight A student, a 2014 graduate from Wade Hampton High School. Stephen Smith was just 19 years old, but had big aspirations. He was going to college to become a nurse so he could help others.
He was a great student and a great friend to a lot of people. And if he could help you, he would.
A young man who found himself, for some unknown reason, in the middle of Sandy Run Road in 2015, with no one calling for help for him. A 6-year mystery Sandy Smith hopes will soon finally be solved.
Sometimes there's secrets that mothers don't know.
And Sandy, when this is all said and done, what do you want? What's the end goal of all of this for you? It's been a long fight.
Justice for Stephen. That's what I've been looking for 6 years. Yeah, just justice for Stephen.
And do you think it's finally going to happen?
Yeah. It'd be a little more peaceful. Yeah. In my heart, you know, I'd have that peace.
Talk about a strong woman there, and we will continue to follow her quest for justice for her son Stephen. I'd mentioned that fundraiser. It is happening in Columbia, October 30th at the Capitol Club. Doors open at 1:30. There's an event page. You just search on Facebook, Standing for Stephen Smith. This will pop open, and you can get all of the information on it. There's ways you can buy your tickets online as well. So just find that, click on it. Again, it has all the information. It also has links to the GoFundMe as well. If you cannot make it, there's going to be a silent auction. But again, just search on Facebook, Standing for Stephen. Follow the page, and they'll have updates on that upcoming fundraiser, October 30th, down in Columbia at the Capitol Club. I also want to mention I'll be emceeing that event throughout the afternoon and evening. We'll have much more on this coming up throughout our newscast, and of course, we'll have this video uploaded on our YouTube page, on social media, and inside our app, where you can watch this again and share it as well. And again, we'll continue following this quest, just one of many investigations underway by SLED.